Morning, Tuesday. Said I'd be back, didn't I? 8:57, and it's Tuesday. I don't know what 24th. I think 24th of December. So, thanks for all your messages regarding Dave. I haven't spoke to him. I'm going to ring him today. Oh, I did. I spoke to him last night. What mine about? Yeah, Dave had got visitors at chapel yesterday. But they didn't turn up, so we were there for 3 hours. They just didn't show. So anyway, obviously I'm passing all your regards and messages, and he'll be looking in, no doubt. We're going to Meathook in Sebba to pick meat up. Well, that's what you're going to meet up for, and it's like a butcher's, but really nice butcher's in Sebba. So we're going to nip over there this morning. I'm just waiting for Governor, because she's just nipped out somewhere. Last night, I weren't in Sheffield, and I know nothing about this, only what I've seen online. Apparently a car was being chased by South Yorkshire police, who were doing the job, that's it. And the deployed stinger which lets car tyres down, it's being reported, because I didn't see it, I don't know. This car's crashed, and there's a young lad, I think they said he was 18, who they were working on at side of the road, and police, well, they put a statement out saying that it were critical, his life. And some laughing faces on Telegraph and Star, that's the newspaper in Sheffield. People laughing and putting good, that's what they deserve, and all this. And absolutely. People are just vile, aren't they, sometimes? Yeah, kid did wrong. I don't know if he pinched car or if it were his car, and they don't know. But they believe straight away something that's been printed. You don't need no facts today, people, do they? They don't have to have evidence today. They just read something or they tell something, and that's it. They're judge and jury. Well, you're not the fucking judge and jury at all. And everybody what were putting horrible comments on about this young lad, remember, he's got a family. Remember, you don't know facts and circumstances. And God forbid should one of your relations or family do out wrong in future and it being star. So miserable. I put a comment on and I just put FFS. I think that stands for something sake. It's 2 days from Christmas. Have a bit of compassion. Yeah, he's done wrong. Obviously, he should have stopped. Nobody knows this more now than him. But life's so important, and nobody, and I mean nobody, except paedophiles and rapists and jihadi bombers deserve to pay with a life. Nobody. Kid made a mistake. Yeah, what if he'd have hit somebody and killed them? It's only a camera up here. What if he'd have hit somebody and killed him? Well, yeah, because they were all putting that. Yeah, I get that. What if? It's the right word, isn't it? What if? I suggest people watch a film called Benjamin Button. And in that film, there's a part where ballet dancer is run over. And it shows you the lead up to them events. It's amazing how things happen, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And we can all be in the wrong place at the wrong time. What if that police officer had a call for a McDonald's and been sat in McDonald's like they usually are, instead of being out on beat? You wouldn't have seen that kid. That chase wouldn't have took place. If South Yorkshire Police hadn't stung that car where they did, down a steep incline East Bank Road, maybe he wouldn't have lost control of it. Maybe if South Yorkshire Police had helicopter up and watched him instead of chasing him round a built-up estate at closing time for schools. That's got to be thought about, hasn't it? I'm not saying let them get away with car crime. If it were car crime, if it was. I'm not saying let them get away with driving like lunatics. If he were, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, everybody today with Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all this shite have all got an opinion, and they all think that their opinion has to be out there in ether. I think it's ether anyway. Well, some of your opinions are just fucking totally and utterly wrong. A young lad at 18, yeah, people's put, he's a man, not a lad. He'll always be a lad to his mum and dad. He'll always be a lad, a brother or a sister. He's made a massive mistake. What if he'd have hit somebody? I know, I get that, I understand it. I've looked after children who I don't even want to talk about. Things like, I've dealt with situations like that. I've sat with mothers. Funeral directors have one of the hardest jobs on this planet, believe me. Best job, but at times the hardest. Because when you sat with a family who are devastated, it stays with you, I think. I can recall, it sounds mad, but most of the families that I've looked after, I remember situations about things. I remember sights that I've seen. And what funeral directors see, nobody should see, because it shouldn't happen in a perfect world. But it does, and we have to deal with it. All I'm saying about that incident last night were, nobody knows facts. Nobody. Until it's released, then I'll keep my opinions to myself. I hope kid pulls through. Obviously air ambulance were brought in as well, so they don't bring that in for now. People should have a bit more compassion today. It's fucking Christmas Eve. There's a family. I can't even begin to imagine how they're feeling. My heart goes out to them. And not because I'm an Undertaker. It's that black knob, this thing. Because sometimes it gets in the way. Black knobs usually don't get in the way. Anyway, might not everybody would say that, would they? And if there's any of my coloured mates watching, I'm not having a digger out like that, so I don't think I am. Most people's jealous of black knobs, apparently. I'm not, I've never wanted one. Anyway, what I was saying is, show a bit of compassion, for fuck's sake. It's Christmas Eve. I think Jesus said, let him without sin cast first stone. And that's right. That's it. I mean, he taught us so much about, even if he weren't Son of God, even if he wasn't the Messiah, the man were a fucking legend. if you follow his teachings, which we do, or we're supposed to do, because the commandments, aren't they? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. They're commandments that we set our laws down by. Nobody's better than anybody else. I'm just a scrote off a council estate. And people say, it's alright for he that's got money. Well, it's alright for me because I've saved money. And I've gone with art. That's why it's alright for me. And I've worked hard for... I'm 60. All my life. From leaving school. I've grafted. I've not gone out to fancy restaurants. I've never bought a brand new car for myself, actually. I bought it for a company. I bought a nurse and 2 limousines, brand new. But I've never bought one for myself because depreciation on them is ridiculous. Fuck me, possessions, life. People go on about possessions and all that. They mean no. They mean absolutely nothing. I can go walking round on farm and it's lovely because you've got walls and fields and gates and pheasants flying around and sheep, out with nature. But you don't have to own that land because we all have a right to walk through land. Farmers let us. They let everybody go through their land. Stick to paths and shut the fucking gates. For God's sake, if you do decide I'm going for a walk, shut the gates. Can't emphasise enough. And stick to paths. It's a path there for a reason. You'd be amazed how many people don't. So I said I'd put some else. Where's my bloody wife? It's 9:10. I'm boring pants off your lot. I'm sorry. A bit of compassion sometimes don't go amiss. Yeah, kid did wrong. We know that. We all know it. But he made a mistake, a terrible mistake. The car could have been his. I don't know. He probably could have been scared at police. For some reason, that kid reacted in the way he reacted. I don't know why that were. And nobody else does on it. Police investigating it. Investigators might also look at why did an high-speed chase take place while children were turning out at a local school in an area that's built up called Arbourthorne. Car crime has to be stopped 100%. But they have an helicopter and a plane to watch where people are. They don't have to chase today. They don't have to be tear-arsing round behind a car and puncturing wheels at a car that lad were inexperienced at driving. 18-year-olds. I know you all think you're bee's knees, but you're not. Seriously. They're all invincible today, but they're not. They're not, I can tell you that. That lad were inexperienced for the situation that he were in. Why do people just insist on condemning other people when none of them's perfect? They'll have all got skeletons in cupboard. Each and every one of them that were mouthing off and spouting off last night on Star, they'll have got something they don't want to be public. All I'd like to say to that family with that young lad is, let's hope he pulls through. Thought about him last night and I thought about a lot of other people last night. I've made mistakes. In fact, I don't know how I've got where I am. I don't know how I've survived 60 years, to be truthful with you. Because all I am is just a screw. Cheryl will play all, because I've put these corduroys on. And they've got an oil in me and they've got paint all over them. And she'd be like, what the hell? Couldn't you have put something decent on? Because it was dark this morning when we set off. But I'm just comfortable. This old cardigan I have. This is my favourite cardigan. Just don't need to be in a suit, do I? It's not me. I have to wear suits for work. Shirt and tie to me is a bit like a uniform. I have to wear one because it's what I do. It's my job. I don't like shirts and ties. I bloody hate suits. I always think like I'm gonna court when I'm in a suit. I think other people are gonna court when I see them in suits. Not in black suits. I always think they're going to a funeral. Thanks for liking channel. I tried to upload it on TikTok yesterday, but there were no sound, so I will just... That's how it were. There was just no sound. So anybody what does watch TikTok, I'm sorry. I'll try and upload this to TikTok, and hopefully this is what I can't understand. Joggers. Some joggers going past. They look absolutely fucked. It might be brilliant and they must get an adrenaline rush from it. I just can't understand it. They can't enjoy the scenery because they're like... I'm probably jealous because I've got asthma, so I can't run at all, really. Could when I was younger, but I can't now. Anyway, God knows where she is. I ain't got a clue. I'm going to go and find her. It's 9:15. Have a lovely, lovely day, everybody. And I might put some on later, see how I feel. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. And I'm not going to say it yet because it's not that day. Look after yourselves. Ta-ra.